I'm Fiona O'Reilly, and a general overview of the story is that I'm a vegetarian, and meatloaf was fundamental to this development of who I am as a person. So essentially, my family, my mother is Argentine. She was born and raised in Buenos Aires, and then she met my dad in Indonesia, but that's not really relevant. My dad is American. He grew up in the Midwest. He does not have an accent, which is a little disappointing, but you do what you can. And so there are just things that we didn't really grow up with in our household, so meatloaf is one of them. And then one time, and my mom had she'd vaguely heard of it, but it was never something that shows up at an Argentine household because meatloaf. But she saw it at the supermarket once in the little hot food section of the Safeway. She was like, Americans eat this. My children are half an American. This'll be fun. And she purchases it and brings it home, and you can just tell, I'm 8 at the time, but you can see in my dad's eyes that he's oh, this is about to go so poorly, but also I can't stop it now, we've gotten this far. And my dad's also allergic to gluten, and this meat, I don't know if all meatloaf has gluten, but this one did. So he was and I can't eat it too, there's no saving this situation, but we'll see what happens. So my mom's this'll be fun. All of us are very suspicious of it because if you like meatloaf, I'm sorry, but if you look at that stuff and you've never tried it before, it looks whack. It just looks like the most unfortunate food that God has created on this earth. It's sad. So she puts it on the table. It's a little slightly gelatinous movements back and forth, and we're this is gonna be fun. And my mom served this all to us, and she served herself a plate too because she's if my children are gonna, I've married an American, I can do this, I can enjoy this food. And she tries it, you just see the light die in her eyes. And it's just, at this moment, you can tell that all she's thinking is Argentines have done such good work with meat up until this point. Who let Americans run around and do this to their meat? Why? If you're such a rich melting pot, why does this exist? But she can't tell that to her children, who have yet to try it, because they're all looking at her and being is it gonna kill us? What's up with that? So, very unconvincingly, because my mother is not an actress, she goes, it's delicious. A little raising her voice, and all of us go, oh man. My dad's come on guys, we ate this when I was younger. I don't know if that was to say I enjoyed it. He didn't specify in that direction. He's you should all try it. And all of us just kind of miserably take the smallest morsels possible and consume as little of the meatloaf as possible as we mostly spread it around our table, around our plates, not on the table. But our mom doesn't say anything because I think we've all communally accepted this is a bad food and should never be accepted into this household again. And I think my mom took the rest of it and just kind of left it out to the wild animals in the backyard, as one does. And we've just, I'm still slightly traumatized from the consumption of that meatloaf, but that and a couple of other incidents are they kind of flash behind my eyes every time someone asks, so why are you vegetarian? And so we don't do that anymore, and my mom has given up trying to pursue or understand American interests. She just thinks it's bad. So